Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Critical Reactions with your host, Bryan. Today we're actually going to be checking out something that I've already checked out before. I had actually put this video up Friday, but it had very garbled audio, and I am having to re-record it. So, it's not a true reaction in the sense that I've never heard this before, but I am going to reiterate as much of the analysis that I can. I did try to watch the video again and kind of piece together what I talked about and what I would like to talk about again today. But much like you, it was almost entirely incomprehensible. It made my ears bleed. Easily said. So we're gonna watch this again. I'm gonna give my thoughts and opinions, and hopefully I will get to talk about everything that I talked about in the original video so that this can completely replace it. The other one has been delisted since. But yeah, so this is this wildly unpronounceable band. Unpronounceable? I don't know. I don't think that's a word. I'm a musician, not a word guy. So I'm gonna call them Zavleg. Just the first 6 letters. Stoner Hub and Spitz have requested it. There was no song request, so I went with Monkey Noises. And I put this in the end of the last video, but it seems that people did not watch through all the way. So I'm going to put it at the beginning of this one. Please do not put the name of the band down in the comments. If people want to look for it, they can look for it, but it's vulgar, it's obscene, it's graphic. I'd rather it not be in the comments. Like I said, if people are curious, it's not hard to find. You don't need to do that research for them. It's a simple Google click away. So, alright, let's get into this band. We got Zavleg, Monkey Noises.
We are acidic vaginal liquid explosion generated by mass amounts of filthy fecal fisting and sadistic septic syphilic sodomy inside the infected, maggot-infested womb of an adolescent man dying under the roof of a burning church while the priest watches and ejaculates in immense perverse pleasure over his first fresh fetus.
This wall of sound going on. Lots of noise filling up that soundscape. Blast beats going on, real fast guitar playing, that insane scream thing. Lots of energy. Some crazy screaming styles. It's just inhuman sounds. Those squeals, sounds, the pterodactyl screech, that's just not my cup of tea. Interesting little switch up there. I don't think there's an actual tempo shift, but there's definitely a little bit of a time move. I don't know if we went, I don't know. It's called monkey noises, but I'm hearing a lot of noises of other animals. Not really so much in the monkey area. Interesting guitar effect right there. A really fuzzy, scratchy texture going on. Just non-stop raw energy this whole time. Hey, there are monkey noises. Alright, so that's Savleg. Um, Not necessarily my cup of tea. That is not a band I'm necessarily going to be listening to on a daily basis. However, they do a lot of things that are unique to them and stuff that I've never heard before. I mean, first of all, you can just focus in on the vocals. Uh, that guy has an enormous range of vocal distortion ideas and techniques that he's using. It's wild. I mean, the guy is extremely talented, at least in that realm. I don't know how many people in the world really think screaming is. I mean, obviously, I've actually talked to a few people about this, and screaming is not often seen as something difficult. Um, a lot of the time, it's viewed as a lesser type of singing than traditional singing, but it's not. I mean, anybody who's tried to do it knows it's not something you can just produce. It's something that requires skill and practice and training. But to take it to the next level and do all of the things that this guy does, the pterodactyl squeals and the low growls and the fries and the raspy, I don't even know, he does like 4 or 5 different types of screaming. It's just crazy that he can do all of that with his voice and wake up the next day and do another show on tour. I mean, it's just that's just crazy. But even aside from the very extreme vocals, the band itself, I don't know if I'd say it's not compositionally impressive. If you put a lot of this information down in sheet music, I don't think it would be anything too technical. It wouldn't really be anything even worth dissecting too much, getting into trying to find the theory of the music. I don't know if there's actually a lot of that goes into it. However, they are a band that definitely is worth delving into their performance. And that's not typically something that I talk about on this channel too often. I'm more interested in how the music's composed rather than how it's played. We can probably go into that in another video. It's a little outside the scope of this one, but the performance of this song is a lot more important, I view it, than the writing. And a lot of that comes down to the tones and not styles, but the sounds that they're producing with their instruments. I'd say on a purely mechanical level, the drums are probably the most interesting. Lots of blast beats, lots of double basses. It's a very fast song for a drummer, and it takes a ton of endurance and chops to get through this. Uh, Assuming even the rest of their music is like this, you'd have to play full sets of just this really fast drumming. So, I mean, huge props to the endurance of the drummer. But I didn't hear too much technicality going on in the guitars, but like I said, they make up for that in how they produce the sound. They have a lot of interesting ideas using pedals and effects, maybe amps and cabinets, and just kind of switching all that up to create these really unique sounds. I mentioned one texture, maybe halfway point, where the guitar did this. don't even know what you would call it. It to me, it was like a this is really weird. It's like digital slicing sound coming out of his guitar. I mean, but it was distorted too. Um, it was like I don't even know how to describe it. You go back to to when I talked about it and listen to the guitars. I remember it specifically coming in through the right ear. There was a gap in sound, and it was coming in through the right ear. Very, very unique sound though, and that's not something you're going to see in the sheet music. If this were transposed into sheet music, you're not going to see the sounds. You're going to see the notes, and the guitar might have just been strumming the same chord, but he could have been using a wah pedal to kind of get that wom sound with the tone and all of it. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into putting together a song like this outside of just playing the guitars. There's a lot of electronic elements to it with your pedals and your effects and whatever else it's run through. So, yeah, like I said, this isn't a band that I think would be technically impressive on paper, but when they actually play their music, it is a unique experience. And I mean, I guess it's kind of one of the highest compliments you can give a band, especially when they are purposefully being different and kind of being on the fringe of music and playing this extreme type of music, the crazy vocals, the wall of sound, heavy music, lots of intensity, all that, um, and unique. I mean, I guess that's the highest compliment you can give a band like this, and that's what I'm going to give them. They're not really too unique on the compositional side, but they're unique on the performance, and gotta give it up for that. So that was Zevlag. My thoughts on them. What do you guys think? Is this something you would listen to all the time? Was this too crazy for you? Let me know down in the comments. Is this pretty typical of their music, or is this more of a one-off and they do something totally different on the rest? Maybe they maybe the rest of their songs are entirely melodic. I don't know. First time reacting to these guys, and while you're down there in the comments, make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll be back again sometime soon. I don't know. I don't know when I'll get the next video done, but I'll be back again with another video in the future. Sometime that'll happen, I promise. And until then, you guys stay safe and have a fantastic day or week or wherever this falls into. All right. Goodbye.